So now let's talk about the Warrior of Shadow. I have played this subclass quite a bit. This has had significant quality of life improvements in it. Makes you even more dangerous. If you wanted that Shadowfell, the threat in the darkness feeling, this is the subclass for you.
Yeah, we wanted to make it so that the Warrior of Shadow was even more suffused by shadow than it was before. And one of the ways that we did that is we preserve the ability for this subclass to cast the darkness spell, but now we've made it so that you can see in that darkness. Anyone who has used that spell, you know that part of its power is very few creatures in the game can see through that darkness.
Yeah.
And so being able to create that darkness and see in it, and then later use your own darkness that you've created to fuel your shadow step, the teleportation that these monks get that relies on you being in dim light or darkness. You can start creating synergies with yourself that are just super fun.
Yeah. The advantages you get by being able to see someone in the darkness and them not being able to see you are extreme.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you now are in many ways the scary companion to the assassin rogue.
Yeah.
It just as the Warrior of the Elements is the buddy of the Circle of the Sea druid, the Warrior of Shadow and the monk is definitely the buddy of the assassin. And
right.
I could see these two being a really scary pair hunting down the bad guys. We have taken that Shadow Step ability, which is so core to the identity of the Warrior of Shadow, preserved it, but then improved it at level 11 with improved Shadow Step. We've now made it so that when you use your Shadow Step, you now have the option of expending a focus point to make it so that you are not required to start or end the teleportation in dim light or darkness.
Yeah.
And because we found that as cool as Shadow Step has always been, one of the most difficult aspects of it were being in an adventuring context where there is no dim light or darkness.
Yeah.
And now we've sort of double solved for this here by giving you this darkness you can create and see in, so you can use that.
Because if you are physically in the light, that's still an issue.
Yes. And we wanted to make sure you could always use your core ability that's a part of this subclass. But there's more. In improved Shadow Step, we've also made it so that if you spend that focus point, you not only don't have to start or end in dim light or darkness, but as part of the same bonus action when you teleport, hey, you also get to make an unarmed strike immediately after you teleport. So you can just suddenly appear next to somebody and kabam.
Yeah.
Finally, at level 17, we have a much improved Cloak of Shadows ability. And this not only lets you turn invisible, but it also makes you partially incorporeal.
Yes.
So that now you can pass through occupied spaces as if they were difficult terrain. And you can use your flurry of blows, which is normally costs a focus point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. You can now use that while you're in this limited time Cloak of Shadows form. You can use that flurry of blows without spending any focus points. Now, instead, you are spending focus points to activate your Cloak of Shadows, but once you've activated it, you can just be this shadowy force moving around and punching or kicking the heck out of things.
I mean, obviously, this has nice synergy with the Gloomstalker Ranger as well as the Assassin, but I would either like to see these two together or fighting each other. The Fey Patron Warlock teleporting all over the battlefield and the Shadow Monk doing the same thing, and they're just trying to get at each other. It's like a constant chess match.
It's not a PvP game.
But it is in my head. Not when I play.
It's a co-op
but
game.
It's fun. Listen, sometimes the best adventures start off with everyone not getting along. Guardians of the Galaxy.
But anyone who is like you What I would encourage is absolutely.
What's going to come next?
Oh, no. It's a DMing tip.
Yeah.
Absolutely take inspiration from classes and subclasses for the monsters that you create.
Yeah.
Because, there are some really cool abilities here that you absolutely could riff on in a monster or NPC. And then you can absolutely create some of those awesome moments that you're thinking of.
Yeah. The New Player's Handbook is available for pre-order right now on D&D Beyond. You can find that link in the video description. And you can also find the new Core Rulebooks bundle for pre-order, both physical and digital.
And if you pre-order the digital 2024 Player's Handbook on D&D Beyond, you get exclusive bonuses. 12 sets of digital dice representing each class, 10 new frames, and 5 new backdrops. And all of those bonuses are available right now on D&D Beyond.
Thank you so much for watching. We have a ton of video content coming out about the New Player's Handbook and all the new Core Rulebooks, the new Monster Manual, the new Dungeon Master's Guide. So be sure to check out all of that content. And thank you for watching.